Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I don't know why I'm trying to pull this off, but officially I'm learning. I've been holding this off for a while, and I told you sooner. Yeah, I am. So, yeah, I officially am. So, thank you for all y'all's support and all my short videos, as well as big my videos. I really love that game. I've been playing this game a bit more, but there was a more because I am, therian. So I'm so glad to be one. Thank you so much. So now I'm gonna walk around and talk about, some therian things like shifts and phantom shifts and what I've been doing recently as a therian and stuff like that. And my content might be a little bit more therian. So, thank you for your support and let's talk about it. So, thank you all for your support. And so, basically a therian is someone who has the belief that they have a soul. Ow! Sorry, give me a sec. My cat just scratched me in the damn side. Anyways, my therian is someone who has the belief that they have the soul of the animal and they identify as this said animal. Not all of them. And most of them, they don't really identify as the animal, but they do identify as what is called a therian. And it's very simple. People say that it's furry. It is indeed not a furry. They are not the same thing, okay? So one thing I need to talk about that therians have is something called shifts. So shifts are not just acting as their animal, but it can be other things. Like, they're not just, like, uncontrollably acting as their animal. And there's also different kind of shifts. That's just a normal shift. But there's also ones like phantom shift. So let's talk about phantom shift. Phantom shift is where you feel things like tails and ears and sometimes fur. And snouts too. I always feel a snout is the easiest. I call it a muzzle, but it's actually a snout, you know, the thing with where they sniff out of and talk out of. But yeah. Basically that's what a phantom shift is. Sometimes I feel fur too. And you can feel your legs shifting and stuff like that. So I'm just walking around like this. There's also mental shifts. This is basically where you don't physically feel your animal, but you feel it, and you feel like you are it when you move around sometimes. It's only for a few seconds, but it does happen. It's basically the best explanation I have of it. And there's also a few other things like dream shifts. This is where you have a dream of your stereotype. Honestly, the easiest shift to get. And if you have it repeatedly, multiple times, almost all the time you go to sleep or close your eyes and you see it, then you are most likely a therian. So that's basically all the shifts I know of, but there's probably a few more. Because, like, it is what it is. So now I'm going to talk about some things that happen to me sometimes as a therian. So, of course, one of them is having a phantom shift, where I just feel things like muzzles or tails or ears, especially like a muzzle. It's a snout, but I call it a muzzle. And then there's other things that I have, like, we're gonna get more into this later, but I like to do quadromics, of course. Not all therians can do this. I have undiagnosed asthma, so I don't do it very often. And also because I have social anxiety, so I get panic attacks sometimes. But there's also things that we can get. But there's also things I can't, like, sometimes sometimes I feel my legs, like, just forming into the legs of the said animal that I am. Other times I just feel my soul just fading away. Like, it just doesn't exist sometimes. And then, now we're gonna get into things called past lives. If you've heard of this, past life is basically what it's called, a past life. Now this is where basically what you used to be and what you used to feel like. So for this, it's basically like feeling like, it's basically just feeling and seeing what you used to be when you were your said animal before your said animal is years old now. So, let's talk about my past life. So let's start with my tiger one. So for my tiger one, I was a little mini tiger, and I was just running around, and my parents got actually taken away by the hunters, sadly, all my family. So, because of that, let me think. Because of that, I went chasing after the hunter, and my leg got trapped in a bear trap. And they were kind of stuck there. And then I thought the hunter freed me, but he picked me up and got me out of the trap. But he didn't just get me out of the trap. He wasn't trying to free me. He grabbed me by my head and dropped me straight onto a spike. So, yeah, that's basically what happened. And I died. It went from my back all the way to my front, and death. It hurt like hell when that happened. And then there's the more traumatizing one. I literally hate hunters. When I saw this, I immediately don't even want someone to talk about a hunter, bro. And if they say it's hunter season, death threat. If I knew how to fight, I would kill them. Anyways, so for the wolf one, basically, I was a little wolf, and my mother, I'm also both of them, a mother and a wolf. But I was a little wolf pup, and my mother went, and she went to get me food. And then her back right paw got stuck in a bear trap. And after that happened, she started howling for me, asking for help. Basically asking for help. And so I ran over to her. I started digging under the trap, trying to help her out. And it didn't go that well. I got my front left paw got stuck in the trap. And so after that, a hunter saw that we were there, stuck in the trap, both of us, and he was like, hell yeah, 2 in 1. And he walked straight up to us. And he grabbed my mother, and he shot her in the eye. Then he grabbed me, and my mom threw me with her mouth. And then from far away, I saw him skinning her back fur off, my mother's back fur off. And then, while I was being thrown away before she got her back fur from, I got shot in the shoulder. Well, shot in the shoulder. And then, I'm pretty sure he killed my mom. Well, she died bleeding out, and then he came over. Before he died, she bit him, and he passed out, and then my mother died, and then his son walked out of the cabin, grabbed me, and he started shaking my head. Then he cut my neck off. That's about all I can remember. I know there was more, but I can't remember anything else. And then there's a few other things. I can't remember exactly what the other things I'm beginning is, but I feel like I have a third stereotype, but I'm not fully sure what it is yet. So I'm still discovering it. So, well, I also love to make things like yarn tails, and I made my own paper paws, my own glove paws, and a bunch of other stuff, like masks. And I honestly love being a therian. Now, I haven't read any actual ships yet, but yeah. So if I start making therian content, just know that's because I am one. So thank you guys for watching my video. Bye, see ya.